Rami Khouri is a distinguished public policy fellow at the American University of Beirut. He joins us live from Boston, Massachusetts. Rami, it seems this rhetoric now, it's actually heating up with Iran even going to the UN, urging the UN to intervene before it's too late. What's your reading of the situation now?
Well, Per, this is a situation that Iran and the US have been in before. And there are not very many unknown factors here other than, is the U.S. going to strike unilaterally by itself or with Israel? Or is this mainly a means to pressure the Iranians to come up with an agreement? The Iranians have been remarkably consistent in their positions and their willingness to make significant concessions on some key issues related to uranium enrichment mainly. To the point where there would be no possibility of Iran making a nuclear weapon, even if it wanted to. And it has said for decades, it is not for having a nuclear weapon. They're against it. So this is a situation really where the Americans have to decide, are they going to enter into a war just to please their Israeli friends who are run by a pretty extremist, fanatic, militaristic, militant, messianic right-wing government. And I think the majority of Americans do not, we know from a poll last week that 50% of the American public does not want the U.S. to attack Iran. Only around 21% support it, the diehard Trump supporters. So this is not really a U.S.-Iranian confrontation because Iran is not threatening the United States. The trouble is between Israel and Iran, and the United States has to make a significant decision about this. So we're going to have to wait at least, I would think, 4, 5, 6 days or so. There's tons of speculation here in the United States about maybe, this weekend they'll make some small strikes. They'll try to kill some leaders, they'll try to hit some missile defense systems, knock out some radars, whatever. There's all kinds of speculations. Much of it is psychological warfare, much of it is media entertainment, and much of it is genuine, serious analysis of what might happen. So we just really have to wait on this and see if the Iranians went to the UN with a serious proposal to start a process of de-escalation and a negotiation that would continue as it started with Omani mediation now. Well, that's a positive thing, and the U.S. should grab that, because the last thing the U.S. wants is a war with Iran, which the U.S. can destroy much of Iran with all of its weapons, with the Israelis, but it will never make the Iranians surrender. And this is something that the U.S. and the Israelis haven't learned. There's a really critical point here, which is that for the last 75 years or something like that, the United States and the United States and Israel have not allowed the people of Iran or the people of Palestine to enjoy the process of national self-determination and to run their own lives the way they want. It's really quite an extraordinary negative track record of colonial action, military colonial action, overthrowing the prime minister in 1953, the U.S. and the U.K., and with all the things that have happened recently in Palestine. So the Palestinians and the Iranians, with very different levels of strength, have the same response, that they're not going to bow down and play dead and surrender. They're going to work for their dignity, fight for it if they have to, if they're attacked, but they want a dignified resolution of these conflicts that are essentially conflicts with Israel, not so much with the United States.
All right. Rami Khouri, always good to see you. Thank you so much for your analysis.
Thanks.